So you've decided that you want to be a coach, that you want to help people transform their lives, their businesses, their relationships, their body. And you're so excited and you're so motivated and you want to help a ton of people. But currently, you have 0 clients. And I know it sucks because I've been there myself. And right now, I work with a lot of clients who are also coaches who are getting started just like you. So I want to help you get there. And in this video, I am going to go over 7 steps in getting your first coaching client using Instagram. Hey everyone, if you guys are new to this channel, I am Lily and this is HeartSpace, where we create weekly videos to help you live more of the life that you want every single day, whether if it's in a big or small way. So if you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that way you're not missing all the awesome videos coming your way. So we're going to be talking about how to get your first client using Instagram. And I decided to make this video because I believe that it needs to exist. There's this huge platform that's blowing up and everyone's using it for businesses, but coaches are not using it properly. So I want to share some of the secrets that I have helped my clients get more clients. I know that sounds weird, clients get clients. And I've also experimented for myself and it's been proven to work. So if you're ready, grab a pen and paper and make sure you take notes because we're going to be taking some action today. So that way you get your first coaching client. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do has nothing to do with social media itself. It actually has more to do with your mindset. You want to repeat after me. I can help. I can help. I can help. Over and over and over again to yourself until you start believing it. And I know it sounds really cheesy and corny, and I probably did it in a very cheesy and corny way, but here's the thing. If you don't believe that you can help, no matter what strategy I give you, it's not going to work because it's going to come across in your energy, whether if you're reaching out to someone or whether you're posting a piece of content, you need to believe that you can help. And I believe that you can help because your desire is already there. If you feel like you're just starting out, you can help someone who was you not that long ago. Because you were able to help yourself get to the level that you're at right now. So what makes you think you can't help yourself, the same person you were a couple of years ago? So please get into the mindset knowing that you can help. This was the biggest insight for me when I first started out because I did not believe that I could help either. I was like, who am I to coach entrepreneurs when my business was just starting out, right? So I had to really believe that in myself. And I had to look back, I could help the Lily 5 years ago because I helped that Lily get to where I am at today. So please get into the mindset. If you have to repeat it over and over again in your head until you start believing it, or if you need to put on some accomplishments, the things that you have done to get yourself where you're at today, please remind yourself because nothing else is going to matter unless you wholeheartedly believe that you can help someone. The second thing is identify your ideal client avatar. So this is where you want to get very specific because it's going to matter a lot later on when you are targeting hashtags and influencer taproting, which is coming up. Don't worry about that so much. We're going to be talking about that later, but you really need to identify who your ideal client is. You need to get into their psyche. You need to understand how they think, they behave, they look, where they are influenced by, who are they looking at, all of those different things. And maybe you have someone already. Maybe for you is that you are targeting women who are new moms, helping them lose weight. Maybe you want to target startup entrepreneurs. Maybe you want to help, that skinny guy get some muscle. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Identify your ideal client avatar. It's an exercise that you can do. Just take some time, write it down, and just go crazy. Go be as detailed as possible. It'll be so much fun for you because the more detailed it is, the more you could get into the shoes and the minds of the person that you are trying to help. And even after all of that, you still don't know who that person is, do something what I said earlier. The easiest person to target is you a few years ago or 6 months ago. Maybe you have lost a ton of weight over the last 6 months, and you want to help people lose weight too. So you target the person 6 months ago who was 30 pounds heavier, right? Maybe you were struggling as an entrepreneur like me. I target that person because I think about the Lily of 2 years ago and how little confidence I had, how much I did not know, and how much I needed to grow and how much motivation that I needed. So every time that I do make a video, I think about myself back then, because I could only help someone at the level that I am at today, right? So if you feel like, oh, I don't know who that person is, target the person of you a couple of years ago or 6 months ago and how you started your journey. That's the easiest way to start, unless like you already have an avatar already. Don't worry about that. The third thing you want to do is have an Instagram account. If you don't already have one, please create one. It's super easy. There are tons of YouTube tutorials on it in creating a very simple Instagram account. A couple of things that are going to matter is this. You want to make sure that your bio is as clear as possible. If you are the weight loss coach, please write that down. If you are a startup coach, please write that down. If you are a mind coach, please write that down. Make sure you're very clear in what you do. You also want to put down any kind of links to make sure that if they do want to work with you, there's some kind of link that they can access, because sometimes they want to work with you, but you have no call to action. So you have to make sure that you have that. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about creating content on your social media, because I believe that Dave is going to be making a video about that. That is his domain. But what you want to do is, when you look at Instagram, usually people consume Instagram on a mobile phone, and what you see is you see your little picture, you see your little bio with a link, and you also see the 9 squares. As my friend Jay Rise would say, the beautiful 9. You want to make sure the 9 squares represent who you are and what you're trying to do. So if you are a coach, which we're talking about here, what do people come to coach us for? They're looking for advice. They're looking for strategy. They're looking for someone to help them with their problem, right? So I think the best way to do that is have videos. And I know it's super hard to make videos in the beginning, but I suggest you get really good at making videos, especially if you're gonna go into coaching, because people want what's here. That's what they want, and it's really difficult to convey that in a beautiful image, right? So really get good at delivering a message via video. And Instagram is a great place for you to get that practice. Instagram stories is how I got started, because it disappears in 24 hours, so who cares if it was really terrible, but it gives you the practice to be in front of the camera, so it's not super awkward. If you are going to be posting photos, make sure there's some kind of messaging towards it. Again, you're a coach. You're not an Instagram model, right? If you're an Instagram model, you need to look amazing and know how to pose and do all those wonderful things, but you are a coach. So you want to make sure that you are spreading your message. And if you're going to do in a static form in a picture, make sure that there's a message around it. If you're going to do a video, make sure there's some kind of message around it as well, because you definitely want to be clear in what it is that you do. So that's it. You have your Instagram account. It's quite simple. You have your bio and your beautiful 9. That's it. Okay, so the fourth thing is using hashtags to solve people's problems. This is so much fun, and this is a hack that not a lot of people use. Okay, so when you are a coach, you are in the realm of helping people with their problems, certain challenges that they're going through, certain things that they need help with. And people on Instagram are posting about their problems all the time. You're just not seeing it, right? So for example, if you are a relationship coach, relationship coach, you want to look under the hashtag. Now, you've already done the research on who your ideal client avatar is, so you know exactly the language that they use. So you know what are the current problems that they are going through. So if you know that really well, think about the language that they would use to post. So if you're a if you are a relationship coach, you want to target things like hashtag, relationship problems, or hashtag, I don't know, tough being single, something like that, right? You want to make sure that you are seeing what the problems are. So now you're going to go on Instagram, you're going to type in that hashtag in the search button. It's a lot easier if you do it on your computer versus on your phone, but you could do it on your phone as well. It's much quicker on your computer. So you search the hashtag relationship problems, or hashtag tough being single, whatever it is. You are the expert in this and you know your ideal avatar, so you have to really tap into the languaging that they use. So you go on there, you type in the hashtag, and boom, you're gonna see a lot of posts just under those hashtags. And you wanna see how you can help people solve their problems, right? This is where you create that relationship with the person. You wanna show that you care. Not only don't put in the 100 emoji with the fire and all that stuff. That's super generic. You are a coach. You want to help people. So if someone is saying that they're currently having boyfriend problems right now and there's something specific that they're going through, you could do one of two things. You could either DM them directly, or you could start the conversation by doing a comment. Right? But make sure it's the most amazing comment that anyone has ever seen. You want to show that you so genuinely care about what they're going through. So that's what you want to do. Either you want to comment or DM, or if you want to start with a comment and eventually work up the courage to do the direct messaging, that's fine too. So that's using the hashtags. The fifth thing you can do is taprooting influencers. So this is what it means. You are looking at the influencers in your field. So for example, I work with entrepreneurs. Not only just entrepreneurs, I work with heart-based entrepreneurs. So the influencers that we've been looking at is David Meltzer, Mel Robbins, Marie Forleo. And so you want to look at the influencers who are playing a way bigger game in the social world than you, and you want to start helping people in their community. Again, starting a relationship with them, right? So you want to look at the current problems. Look at the posts, look at what they're commenting on, and you want to look for a question mark. Because when influencers are really big, they run out of time to actually answer every single comment. Or maybe they do, but you have a better way of answering them. Who knows, right? Just because your audience is not as big as theirs doesn't mean that you can't come up with a better answer. I believe that you can. So look at the question mark, and again, start off with a comment and making sure that you deliver lots of value. Show that you care. Show that you have so much love for that person and you really want to help them with that current problem. And then later on, you go into the DM, right? Now the sixth step, which is basically I already covered, is going into the DM. Okay, this is really good because it really grabs their attention right away. I personally prefer video messaging because it is so much more personal and they get to see your face, they get to see the environment that you're in, and that just makes it really connecting for the person. And do you want to just practice what is a script, right? So a really simple script that I go over with my clients is just like, hi, I am Lily. Okay, that's my name. Hi, I am Lily. And you want to see what the current issue that they're having right now. So example, if going back to the relationship coach, if I was a relationship coach and I want to solve their problems they're having with their boyfriend or something, I could say something along the lines like, you know what, I coach people in helping them get more connected with their boyfriend or their loved ones or intimate partners. And I could see that I could really help you. So if you are interested, I would be happy to jump on a free coaching session with you for 15 minutes. And let me know, what do you think about that? Right? So become very clear about, number one, introduce yourself. Show that you care, show that you can solve their specific problem, and then offer something that you can help them with. And then again, do a free session in the beginning, and you decide if you wanted to make it 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is, you want to just help them solve that problem. And if they love what they see and the value is there, they would definitely come back as a repeat client for you. And the last thing you want to do is invite them onto a call. This is more from a logistics perspective. It's super easy. You could either use Google Hangout, Zoom, Skype, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you see them face to face, so that way you could start solving the problems together and hopefully the start of an amazing coach-client relationship. So that's it. Those are your 7 steps in getting your first coaching client using Instagram. I hope you loved this video because I loved making it for you, because again, I believe that needs to exist. There's a huge opportunity that's being missed right now, and I want to help you get there. So if there are any comments about some of the steps that I covered, if you're using them, let me know how that goes. And if there are certain steps that I missed, please let me know as well. So we love hearing from you. Please write in the comments below and I will join in on the discussion. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys, I guess, in the next video. Thank you so much again. Bye-bye.